great joys when Horton the elephant heard a small noise. So Horton stopped splashing. He looked toward the sound. That's funny, thought Horton.
No one around.
Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person were calling for help. I'll help you, said Horton. But who are you? Where? Oh, but say loud so they can hear.
Who are you? Where?
He looked and he looked. He could see nothing there but a small speck of dust blowing past through the air. I say, murmured Hunt, I've never heard tell of a small speck of dust. That is evil. So you know what I think. Oh, say nice and loud. Say, why I think that there must.
Either a small person or a small speck of dust. Some type of creature, a very small size.
Too small to be seen.
My elephant dies.
Very good. Some poor little person
Poor little person,
who's shaking with fear
shaking with fear.
that it'll blow in the pool. They have no way to steer. I'll just have to save them. Because after all, say it nice and big, a person's a person. So gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great trunk through the air. He lifted the dust speck and carried it over and placed it down safe on a very soft clover. Hold on. Did you miss it? Say hump. Humped a voice. 'Twas a sow kangaroo, and the young kangaroo in her pouch said, "Two. Why that speck is as small? Why that speck is as small as the head of a pin? A person on that? Why there never has been." Good. Believe me, said Horton. I tell you sincerely. My ears are quite keen. I heard them quite clearly. I know there's a person down there, and what's more, quite likely there's two. For all that we know, a family with children, just starting to grow. So please, as a favor to me, try not to disturb them. Just please let them be. I think you're a fool, laughed the sour kangaroo. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said. And the kangaroos plunged in the cool of the pool, go swim in the pool. What terrible splashing, the elephant groaned. I can't let my very small persons get drowned. I've got to protect them. I'm bigger than they. So he picked up the clover and hustled away. Follow a moose. There you go. Through the high jungle tree tops, the news quickly spread. He talks to a dust speck. He talks to a dust speck. He's out of his head. Just look at him walk with that speck on that flower. And Horton walked worrying almost an hour. Ready, Horton? Should I put the speck down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, these small persons may come to great harm. I can't put it down. And I won't, after all. That's not moving. Okay, come on, run all the way over to me. Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was so faint. Never don't face the audience. Don't face me. Look at the audience. There you go. The voice was so faint you could just barely hear it. Speak up, please, said Horton. He put his ear near it. Ready, Harrison? My friend. Say nice and loud. Look at the audience. Now look at me. You're a very fine friend. Ready, Grace? You've helped us, folks. On this dust speck, no end. Yep, on this dust speck, no end. You saved all our houses. Our ceilings and floors. You've saved all our churches.
You saved all
them and called, "Are you there?"
Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there?
But Clover, by Clover, by Clover, he found that the one that he sought for was just not around, and by noon poor old Horton, more dead than alive, had picked, searched, and piled up 9,005. Look at them and be like, do one of these. And shoo. Then on through the afternoon, hour after